Pinoy! This copyrighted broadcast of the National Athletic Association of Schools, Colleges, and Universities may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of Nudge Plus.
Good morning, and we are here inside the Victoria Sports Complex here in the heart of Quezon City, the city of the stars. My name is 𝐍𝐜ⴅᴇ with Kyle Sanchez, and this is NAASCU Season 22, and our game, New Era University versus Philippine Christian University. Kyle, and let's take a look at our team standings here, Kyle. Kung saan yung dalawang kupunan natin. Yan po ang Saints, namumuna pa rin 7-1. Tsaka followed by Phoenix, 7-1 also.
Yes, that's right, Coach Andy. Every team has a loss, no? In the previous game that we covered, natalo na yung defending champions natin in St. Clair. But for our first game today, we will have the PCU Dolphins going up against the New Era Hunters. Pareho sila ng standing at 6-2. So obviously, one team will go up sa ating standings heading into the playoffs.
And this is a crucial game for both PCU and New Era University. All right, here we go. And I will turn you over to Maris Victoria. Maris.
The court with their winning spirits now for PCU Dolphins. We won't be seeing Manipolo and Bautista play as they are still recovering. But as per Coach B-Boy, he is seeing improvement based on the team's chemistry. So for today, they will all step up. Now let's talk about New Era University. Based from their previous game, Coach Jay said they need to stop their miscommunication inside the court. So their foundation is being united as one. So they need to show it while playing. And with their Titan defense, it's game time for these young guns. Now, with that, let me turn you over to our arena announcer for our starting five.
And we will not go to our arena announcer.
Na-announce na yata, Coach,
Na-announce
kanina.
And PCU controlling the opening tip, and they will score the first field goal.
Not taking 2 seconds lang off of the game clock. PCU scoring fast.
After the jump ball, the Dolphins able to score. Inside, they will go to Adams downstairs to tie this ball game at 2-all.
That was a early defensive lapse para sa PCU. No? If there's one person you can't leave open, especially in the paint, that's Adams for New Era.
Adams, the tallest player there inside. Pasqua. For 3, Malabo. And we have a whistle. It's a foul downstairs. Double foul called against number 11 and number 35.
Pakiramdam ko, Coach, parang maglalaro din tayo dito sa venue natin, no? Medyo pinapawisan na tayo.
Pinapawisan tayo ng maraming singot.
First game pa lang.
Adams from the line for 2. Rebounded by Solomon. Solomon with a hesitation move. Outside to Austria. It's a travel called against D'Angelo Pasqua.
Pasqua needs to be more decisive with his movements. Credit the defense of New Era as well, as Maris mentioned in her pre-game report. No? Doon talaga sila nakafocus, especially for this game, is to tighten up their defense.
8.5 remaining in the first quarter. Magandang umaga po. Ito ay ang laro between New Era and PCU. Last day of the elimination, Kyle.
That's right, Coach Sandy, heading into the playoffs every game, especially itong mga teams na medyo dikit sa standings, no? It can really help yung pwestuhan nila in terms of the playoff scenario.
Walang tiebreaker nila ito eh. Kasi pareho itong 6-2 coming into this ball game.
A New Era, naka 1-2-2 zone defense, but that time a foul was called. That would be the second, I believe, second team foul for New Era.
Austria outside, shot clock at 7 seconds. Pasqua. Maliabo. Nowhere to go. Picked up by Solomon. And it's a 24-second shot clock violation.
Another good defensive possession for New Era. In the previous possession, they forced a traveling violation. This time naman, nasagad nila yung shot clock ng Dolphins.
Foul is on number 11. It's on Dulay.
Dulay with an obvious foul there. Good intention, no? You want to be aggressive on defense.
May
Pero
bangga eh.
meron, coach.
Makapal. Corner 3. And Labio will go to the line to shoot 3 free throws. Bad foul committed by PCU.
So that's back-to-back fouls now on Dulay. And in the previous possession, medyo naging gigil yung pagsundot niya. This time, yung closeout niya was a little too much. And he will be subbed out early. Pero yung pumalit sa kanya, isa pang masipag na player din, Obioha.
Now Kenneth Obioha checks in for the Dolphins. That's free throw for Labio.
Two key players para sa PCU kung sino pa mag-step up para sa Dolphins.
3 if it goes in, and yes. Number 32 or 22, Aldrich David. Shot clock 10 seconds. Austria. He passes the 3. Rises up for 2, shoots over David and scores.
Back-to-back mid-range jumpers for the Dolphins. A strong drive there for Gallardo.
18 seconds remaining in the shot clock of PCU. PCU committed a 24-second shot clock violation 5 possessions ago, as that was scored downstairs. Pasqua underneath.
That was a good cut, no? Nakita niya itong si Labio was not looking at him, ball watching si Labio that time. And when your defender is ball watching, no, you have to just cut and try to get open.
Fadeaway shot, beautiful. Jared Sevilla, he is 6'4", a tall player for New Era. A lot of tall players for New Era. Sa Marzano, De Leon, mga matatangkad eh. At saka Adams, yung pinakamatangkad talaga.
Yes, tallest player for both teams, tong si Adams, and good matchup yan with Solomon.
4 minutes and 20 to go. Nice dish inside, and a foul on King Gallardo. We'll turn you over now to Maris Victoria. Maris?
Sandy and Kyle, kaya pala patatag ang samahan ng New Era University ay dahil as per Coach Ray, one of their bonding is Bible study. He said they do it to keep their faith and spirituality high. For the past days, rain or shine, they have been practicing consistently. There's no room for mistakes or losses, he said. Namanghanga si Coach sa mga batang ito dahil given the fact that they are still young, they managed to solve their team problems on their own with only one mindset, unite and win as a team. Sandy and Kyle?
Well, I always believe in togetherness is toughness.
Yes, and in any way that you can build that chemistry, whether on or off the court, no, it's going to be important. And maganda yan, no, for someone as young as them na nagba-Bible study na sila, it builds up not just yung physical and mental, but also yung spiritual strength nyo as a team.
3, short. Sevilla. David, yes. It's the second for Aldrich David from long distance. And the Hunters up by 2 points with 3.5 remaining in the first quarter. Solomon, shot clock at 4. It's 2. The drive, yes! Beating the 24 clock horn.
Just in the nick of time. Defensive breakdown there for New Era. Playing defense for 23 seconds. Nakakalimutan nilang bantayan yung shot dun.
David sends it to Vasica. Vasica not able to score there. Vasica getting the offensive rebound, but will not score. Adams puts the ball down, throws it up, too strong. Picked up by Pasqua, Austria. Obioha, yes.
Obioha likes that mid-range jumper ever since we covered him. Kahit nung opening pa lang, Coach Sandy, he has been hitting and been consistent with those mid-range pull-ups. 1-2 dribbles straight into his shot.
So the Dolphins now up by 2 points with 2 minutes and 10 to go in the first quarter. Sevilla trying to free himself, but can't get it. He gives it to a teammate. And field goal there for New Era. That's Gallardo with his first 2. Top shot, Solomon. Obioha for 3. A 3-pointer from De Castro.
That's because of the defensive rebound by Solomon, who is currently outplaying itong matchup niya with Adams.
The Hunters to within 3. Sevilla thinking 3, changed his mind, he spins. He will go inside using his left hand to score.
Beautiful move there by Sevilla. Not easy to do, especially with a player like Solomon guarding you.
Entertaining first half here. The 3 won't go. David will wait for his teammates. David hesitation. Ball goes out of bounds. So the Dolphins up by 1 with 42 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Foul is called. Both teams not yet. Yeah. New era now in the penalty. Manzano. Shot clock 10 seconds. Gallardo finds trouble and he steps out of bounds.
Great defense there coming from Obioha. Nawala ng spasyo si Gallardo in that instance, and he had no choice but to try and save that ball. Last shot time now para sa Dolphins.
And Kenneth is fouled. They will go to the free throw line.
A lucky break there for PCU. De Castro was left wide open. He had all day to shoot. And even though he missed, no, and doon si Solomon, who, or rather itong si Obioha, who had an easy time inside. Adam sitting on the bench for the Hunters. So you can expect itong si Obioha and Solomon to have a field day on the offensive boards.
(22-18) is our score. 1 second. Kenneth misfires.
Multiple opportunities there for PCU. With Solomon and Obioha crashing the glass. Just unable to hit that basket. 4-point lead though.
And we'll be right back with our second period. Don't go away. You're watching NAASCU Season 22. Back here at the Victoria Sports Tower in Quezon City. And it's a 4-point lead for the Dolphins.
Great drop pass there from Nablo, one of the best point guards that we have here in the league, finding his teammate wide open. You have to be careful. Pag pumipenetrate yan si Nablo, you can be sure na mahanap niya yung mga open teammates niya.
Both teams shooting 53% from the field, and PCU shooting 1 out of 5 from long distance, while New Era 2 out of 3. That's 66% shooting from the three-point territory. Bench points, PCU, their bench contributing 10 points back in the first quarter, only 4 for New Era.
PCU will need all the bench points that they can get here today, as reported by Maris earlier. 2 key players from the Dolphins sidelined with an injury. So kailangan talaga mag-step up ng lahat, especially yung mga hindi masyado nabibigyan ng minutes.
And as we mentioned earlier, this is a tiebreaker because both teams coming into this ball game with 6 wins and 2 losses. Currently at the number 4 spot here. Oh, what a play there for New Era. PCU sleeping that time and tied this ball game at 22-all. You know, Basica during the warm-up was practicing his dunks. Foul is called against the Hunters. It's on Basica. That will be his first personal. Or Basabica. Aldrin Basabica.
Yung knockout play that we saw earlier, even though it wasn't a dunk, no? Yung mga pag-practice niya kanina ng mga high jumps niya, Coach Sandy, that paid off that time.
Pero yung play na yun, para sa mga big man yan, para kay Adams. Pero talagang malaki yung kumpiyansa ng coach at saka yung nagpasa ng bola, no?
Kaya nagulat din siguro yung defense ng PCU. We're not expecting na si Basabique yung tatalon for that lob.
James Marzano scoring. Coach Bibo Simon not happy with the call. That's the foul of this goal. It's number 24, De Castro.
Nothing De Castro could do that time. Aside from the height difference, tong si Sevilla had the inside position.
Nice defense. Pascua maneuvers and will score. So nice defense, better offense for PCU.
That's right, Coach Sandy. That was just a tough shot. Spinning around itong si Pascua. Turning to his right shoulder, especially for a right-handed player. Mahirap yun.
Foul on number 29, that's Kenneth Obioha of PCU, and he will be taken out. In the game is 𝐍ᴜᴅᴇ Basabica. Another catch and shoot situation for him, but he overcooks. Pascua. Nice move, Pascua. And a three-point play for him.
Back-to-back baskets. Tough baskets at that para dito kay Pascua. Kanina, fade away towards the middle. Spinning off his defender. This time naman, inatake niya ang depensa with that shuffle and then stepping through the defense.
Pascua completes the three-point play. Pascua with 11 points here in the first half. Angeles. And rebounded by Daluz. Itam Solomon will score in transition. And the Dolphins up by 5 points, 29-24. We have a ceasefire.
Kita natin in our replay that previous possession before the timeout, Solomon just running past the defense of New Era, and great pass then coming from Daluz. Kita niya tumatakbo si Solomon, no? And the benefit of having an import like Solomon, unlike the others, no, you can trust him to put that ball on the floor. May dribbling skills din itong si Solomon, and that time no one was there to stop the running big man.
6.5 remaining in the first half. We are glad that you can join us. You're watching NAASCU Season 22, last day of the elimination round. The ball goes out of bounds, and these two teams are locked in at 6 wins and 2 losses coming into this ball game. And Adams back in the game for New Era. They're down, and they're chasing PCU here in the first half. So far, PCU doing good, especially in their offensive sets, Kyle.
That's right, Coach Andy. Even in the half court as well as in transition, no, they are finding
Yep.
opportunities to score.
Adams will score for a New Era.
Kakapasok lang ulit ni Adams and immediately makes his presence felt even with Solomon.
In their last game there at the Our Lady of Fatima Gym, the Rice Tower, Bo Adams was not able to play well because of foul trouble.
And that's one of the best ways to na alisin mo yung foreign student athlete ng kabilang team, no? Try to attack them, make them play defense.
And B-Boy Simon will get a warning.
New Era still in that full court press.
Filon scoring in transition.
That is a great play from the inbound from the opposite side of the court from PCU. I'm sure in-anticipate na nila yung press nitong New Era.
So warning is called against B-Boy Simon for continuous complaining. Pwedeng resenting to a non-call, resenting to a call, sportsmanlike behavior. Sa coach yan eh. Mabibigyan siya mabibigyan ng technical or warning eh.
Coach B-Boy not happy with the calls or the no calls in the previous possessions.
Three-pointer from New Era to cut the deficit to 2 points. What a drive. And Pasqua continues to score at difficult times. 34-30, and Maris Victorio, what do you have?
Sandy and Kyle, sabi ni Coach B-Boy sa akin from PCU, at first they are struggling to gel the team dahil 6 players from them ay galing sa juniors. Tendency, nagkakapaan sila at first, but he already sees improvement from the players. They communicate inside, they show teamwork and ball movement. Alam nyo, maganda na daw ang kanilang offense, pero as we can see today, nagkakaroon ng lapses in defense. That's why hindi masyado nagkakalayo ang score sa kalaban. Sandy and Kyle.
Maganda kasi galing sa programa din nila eh.
That's right,
So,
Coach Sandy.
pag mag-recruit ka, maganda na sa high school mo.
And that's the beauty of having a successful high school as well as college program, no, na pwede mong iangat yung mga players mo from the juniors ranks, and 6 players nga, as mentioned by Maris, ang galing sa kanilang juniors program. And of course, magkakaroon talaga ng adjustment period. You can be a star player in the juniors, pero pagdating mo ng seniors, kailangan mag-start over ka. May mga mas matatanda sa'yo, so you have to really find your and earn your spot once again. But Coach B-Boy Simon doing a good job so far of integrating yung mga former juniors players nila into the seniors.
Pablo for 3 and got it. And now the Hunters will take the lead here with 35-34. Taken away by the Hunters. Basabika will fly and will score. Now the Hunters on a roll. 37-34. Back in a moment. Timeout here in Quezon City. Basabika, the high flyer, the high leaping Basabika now with 4 points here in the first half.
Kanina nakaw-play, no, off of the inbound and on the baseline, but this time running the break tong si Basabika, one of the more athletic players regardless of position for the New Era Hunters.
Nablo Adams the screen. Nablo looking at his shoulders. Basibika will not score there. And a foul called on Basibika.
Double black eye there for Basabika. Siya na yung natawagan ng foul. Mukhang natamaan pa siya doon ni Solomon. Not quite sure if it was Solomon or yung bola tumama sa mukha niya. Nevertheless, Basabika on the floor.
.309 to go, and yeah, he's okay. He just took his time there.
And as our old heads would say, no, malayo sa bituka. So Basabika, pinagpag na lang. Both teams now in the penalty. So that's why Solomon is at the line shooting 2, making his first.
Itam Solomon. We have a substitution for New Era. Solomon now with 7 points here in the first half. Solomon with 5 points. Inside to Adams. He will score. And Adams now with 7 points and 2 rebounds.
And for Nablo, that's an easy target with Adams being the tallest player on the floor. No, just throw the ball as high as you can. You can be sure na yung long arms ni Adams will be there to get that ball. And Solomon, for Solomon naman, he needs to do a better job of just pushing Adams out early para pasaluhin mo siya ng bola outside the paint. No? You know, Adams is not as comfortable taking that mid-range jumper, and that's something that PCU can do.
So the Hunters up by 3 points, 39 to 36. Obioha will throw it in. Oh!
That from our vantage point, no, Coach Andy, looked like a missed call from our
Yes,
coach.
yes.
It seemed like an obvious backward violation, but yun ang masakit, nakascore din. So I'm sure New Era is going to contest that.
Well, they can review it. Traveling violation called on Jared Sevilla.
Kinulang ng espasyo sa Sevilla that time. He has to do a better job of making a decision earlier. Medyo natagalan siya doon mag-decide kung anong gagawin niya. And by the time he let that ball go, naapakan niya na yung baseline.
And Malyabo missing outside. Here come the Hunters. Nablo, hesitation move. Adams, 7 points here. Into the corner we go. Too low for Adams. Solomon. Ball kicked out by the Hunters.
And that was a great pass na sana coming from Lauzon. No? Medyo mababa lang, hindi nasalo ni Adams.
A minute 10 to go. Laki ng aircon ah. Nasarap ng team.
Hala ko para sa atin na yung aircon, Coach
Para
Sandy.
sa atin yan, pero ba't nilipat?
Oo, pwede naman pawisan yung mga players eh. Tayo, hindi pwede pawisan.
One minute and 3 seconds remaining.
Tolentino making his first tightly contested ball game as expected, as mentioned earlier. 6-2 are both of these teams heading into this game. So definitely a tiebreaker heading into the playoffs.
Adams unable to score at point-blank range. Austria. Back out to Obioha. He goes inside. He kicks it out. Shot clock at 7 for 2. That's good. That's Christian Austria from long distance from Parang High School. He stands 5'10". Shot clock 10 seconds for New Era. Three-pointer. And Solomon out rebounding Adams. 7 seconds remaining. Blocked by Adams. Oh, this is not a good timeout. You know why? It was New Era who called the timeout. Ball and a PC. We'll be right back. Well, nabibigyan ng pag-asa itong PCU na umiscore. Nakapag-draw itong si Coach B-Boy kasi tumawag ng timeout itong New Era, but hindi lang pumasok.
Muntikan na sila doon, Coach Sandy. That was a beautifully drawn play for the Dolphins. Medyo malakas lang yung tira.
Pero open. We'll be right back. And our score is 40 for the Hunters, 40 for the Dolphins. We'll be right back.
That was our Spalding play of the half, in the first half. That strong baseline drive coming from D'Angelo Pasqua attacking itong ni Adams. So that's how you attack a shot blocker. Hindi pwedeng ilag-ilag mo yung bola. You have to go straight at them. And that was a strong baseline drive. Whew.
Alright, balik tayo sa ating laro. Medyo pinapawisan ako ng maraming singot.
First game pa lang to, Coach Sandy.
Humihingal.
And mainit-init na dito sa ating venue.
During the halftime, pinag-uusapan yung traveling kasi. Paano kaya, yun. Hiningal tayo na konti.
Ikaw pa yung nagde-demonstrate ng mga moves kasi, Coach Sandy. And maganda nga
yung move ni Kenneth Obioa, yun yung tinatanong ko. Travel ba yun o hindi? Hindi daw.
Hindi
pero
daw.
Pag naangat yung isa, yung sa likod.
Doon traveling, Coach.
Before mo na dribble. Yun.
Oh, good.
Pero mahirap yung tingnan, ha?
Yes, especially
mahirap.
in real time, Coach Sandy. Sa
Oo.
dami nang nangyayari on the court.
3, no. Dead corner. The defense was there as Adams backing down. He will shoot over Solomon and the ball goes out of bounds. So back in the first half, New Era shooting 57%, 16 of 28 from the field. The Dolphins 15 of 30, 50% from the field. And PCU not shooting well from long distance, 1 out of 8 from downtown back in the first half.
Not really their strong suit, 1 out of 8. But still able to put points on the board in the mid-range and yung pag-atake nila sa basket. And they were also able to get to the free throw line.
And the Hunters shooting better from long distance, 4 out of 7. That's 57% from the line of 3 back in the first half. We're tied at 40 all, both teams not scoring from the field here. And that's the first field goal here in the second half. Labio providing the spark for New Era and giving them a 2-point lead.
In the first half, naka-full court press itong New Era. Now they're in their half-court man-to-man.
A good backdoor. Medyo natakot si Pasco sa presence ni Adams. Labio firing. And Pasco takes care of it. Filon for 2. It rims out. Picked up by Aldrich David. Ball stripped away. It was kicked out by David. Ball goes back to PCU. And a chance for them to tie this ball game at 42 all.
Almost 3 minutes ang nakalipas dito sa third quarter. Still scoreless are the Dolphins.
Pasqua. Lauzon. Jared Sevilla puts the ball down. Sandwiched inside. Adams with the slam.
That was a great extra pass coming from Sevilla. Nakita niyo humelp si Solomon, and then for the defense of PCU, nakita mong humelp yung big man nyo. You have to help the helper and rotate underneath.
Tulungan yung katulong.
Yes, that's right. Tulungan lang, Coach Andy.
Tulungan lang yung tumulong. Outside shot. That's good. The second for PCU from long distance here in the game.
Well, the past 2 possessions, inatake nila yung depensa ni Adams, and they were unable to convert this time, shooting from the outside. First points para sa PCU here in the third quarter.
Adams backing down, goes inside, using the glass, and will score. Now he has 4 points here in the third quarter alone.
Yes, Coach Andy, that's right. Much more aggressive itong si Adams compared to the first half. No? Mukhang may nasabi siguro sila, Coach, sa kanya during that halftime huddle.
Malyabo with the penetration, but with no room to breathe. Block there. Oh, what a catch. Oh, what a pass. It's the kick out. Labio, 4-3. And rebounded by Pascua. Austria. And Maris Victoria, what's the latest?
Sandy and Kyle, New Era's Coach Jay can't help but to show frustration during the halftime. He kept on asking bakit hindi maka-execute ng maayos na defense. They need hard defense and do their plays by the book. During the first half, they had 8 turnovers. Yun ang kanilang lilimitahan for this second half. Protect the ball at all costs. Sandy and Kyle.
All right, protect the ball at all costs now, Kyle.
And of course, as a team, no, you want to keep your turnovers down. Personally, gusto ko ang turnovers at the end of the game, mga nasa 14 lang or pababa. No? That's a decent number. Actually, medyo mataas na ngayon.
Mas
But
maganda nga, wala eh.
of course, that's right, Coach Sandy. As much as possible, you have to get a shot attempt every possession. And back to dun sa report ni Maris, no, yung depensa nga daw ng New Era yung tinatry nilang i-address here in the second half. Yung first half, they were playing, well, they were aggressive on defense. Naka full court press sila, and then pagdating sa half court, naka 1-2-2 zone sila. It's just that yung passing and yung ball movement ng itong PCU, they were able to find gaps dun sa depensa. No? Kahit gaano pang kahigpit yung depensa mo, kung you're only playing defense for 22 or 23 seconds and nakakatira pa rin yung kalaban, and sayang lang din.
By the way, our official basketball is Paulding Legacy 1000. 14 shot clock. Knockout play, pero nandun si Jared Sevilla trying to block the shot of Lionel Failon, but tawagan siya ng foul. Failon. Pascua. And we have a foul. Number 4. It's going to be an Adams. Binaba niya yung kamay eh.
And for players, no, you have to develop good habits, especially pag patira na yung offensive player. Madaling sabihin na nakataas yung kamay mo, but obviously dun sa replay, no, at the very last second, binaba ni Adams yung kamay niya.
Tapos malaki siya eh, matangkad, di ba? Dapat
Nakataas lang talaga.
Sevilla working inside, binigay niya ang bola sa kalaban.
In the presence of Solomon, distracting Sevilla just enough to force that turnover. Yun ang yung sinasabi ng coaching staff, yung alagaan yung bola, but
Pascua scoring there for PCU. Shot clock at 10 seconds. Nice drop pass. Sevilla will score. And the Hunters tying this ball game at 50-all. It's been a very close ball game. Neither team lead this ball game as many as 6 points. It's been pretty close since the get-go.
and it's been a game of runs, no? 5-point runs, 4-point runs.
Three-pointer there by Failon.
Nakuha na ni Failon yung shooting touch niya, no? Getting to the free throw line, nakakuha na yung pulso niya from there. And that time, hitting that open three. Medyo hilaw yung closeout ni Sevilla that time.
Adams is fouled. So the Hunters with a chance to tie this ball game at 53-all.
A great job of Sevilla attacking the defense of Failon. Na-attract niya yung help defense ni Solomon, as we see here, which left Adams open for that offensive rebound for PCU. Pag nakita mo once again na humelt si Solomon, you have to box out yung nearest offensive player, which was Adams. No? Libreng-libre siya for that offensive rebound.
Adams with 15 points and 5 rebounds. This is his first trip to the line, and it's always an adventure seeing Adams there at the free throw line.
Oh, Coach Sandy, we all know that's not his strongest attribute. But he has to work on those free throws, no? Someone like him, dalas na fa-foul, mga ganyang player. A tough floater para kay Antonio.
55 to 52. Picked up by Pascua against 2 white shirts. He goes to his strong side and will score on the layup.
Partially credit that to Antonio, who deflected that ball. Basa niya yung gustong gawin ni Nablo doon. No? Tried to drop it to Adams down low. Nasundot niya Antonio for that fast break.
57-52. The Hunters finding themselves trailing here. Intercepted by Filon. Pascua denied by Adams. Austria. For 3. Filon is short. Ooh.
Muntikan pa.
It's the kick out. Tolentino for 3. And rebounded by the Dolphins, and Pascua will score again in transition. Well, transition points. Lamang dito ang PCU with 13 points already. A 1-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. What a move. By Bautista, or Tolentino, I'm sorry. And that will end our third period with PCU leading by 5 points, 59 to 54. Pascua, the high man for the PCU Dolphins with 20 points in this game and with 3 rebounds. 20 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist, Kyle.
Answering the call from yung injury woes nila, missing 2 key players are the PCU Dolphins. Pero thankfully, may mga nag-step up, no? And one of them is Pascua, and that's why they have this 5-point lead heading into the payoff period.
The Dolphins outscoring the Hunters and the third, 19 to 14. Pascua with a drive. Was a good no call for the officials. Ball stays with the Dolphins. Bibo Simon talking to our technical head, Sir Matt Alizar. Nablo not able to score.
Nablo, one of the more consistent players for the New Era Hunters, but today not having his best production offensively.
Four of the 24. Pascua will score again.
He is feeling good today. Maganda yung gising at almusal nito ni Pascua. Still the top scorer for the entire ball game.
Shot clock 10 seconds. Blocked by Solomon. Pascua goes to the other side. What a move by Pascua. Oh, he is on fire here.
Even without his other teammates at kahit walang rebounder underneath the basket, no, buong buo yung loob and mataas ang kumpiyansa ni Pascua in this first game of our quadruple header.
24 points now for Pascua. This is the largest lead of the game. 63 to 54, and suddenly the Hunters find themselves trailing here in the third.
Keeping it simple, no? Using that side step and hitting a tough layup over two defenders. Pascua gets a well-deserved rest as he heads to the bench.
64 to 54. Fourth quarter action here. Nablo spins his way inside. He gives it to Adams in heavy traffic, and a foul is called against Solomon.
Nablo could have taken that shot.
Panira na yun, no? Wala naman tao sa harap
Yes, no, walang challenge dun sa tira niya. And maybe he was expecting na may magcha-challenge kaya inunahan na niya yung depensa, drain up niya kay Adams. Buti na lang, Adams, the tallest player on the floor with those long arms, able to get that ball. But he will be tested once again here at the free throw line. Isa pa lang ang tinitira niya today and mintis yun.
As I mentioned earlier, it's always an adventure seeing him at the free throw line.
Di mo alam kung anong mangyayari once Adams at the free throw line.
And he missed 3 straight already at the free throw line. Not helping their cause here. They're down by 9. Obioha looking for a screener, but he gives up the dribble. De Castro. And a dribbling violation. Nice defense there by New Era.
Still a lot of time for the Hunters to get back into this ball game. It's only a 9-point lead. Still an eternity of basketball. 7 minutes. Tagal pa yan.
Nablo. It's a travel on Nablo.
It's just not his day. Not used to seeing Nablo with mental lapses like that. Medyo indecisive siya today.
All right, we go now to Maris Victorio. Maris.
For PCU Dolphins, they had a problem on their interior defense and they struggle every play execution. Tingin ni Coach, kaya hindi nagkakalayo ang scores dahil both team executes good offense. Sa defense lang daw talaga nagkakatalo. At eto, ayaw ni Coach, ayaw na nila lang makipagsabayan sa offense kaya they will go hard sa defense. No room for petics na daw. They will definitely claim the game. Sandy and Kyle.
Well, ngayon po ay lamang ang Dolphins pero nakascore ang New Era University, Kyle.
Definitely no room for petics as we are heading into the playoffs and 6-2 parehas itong team na to. So this is going to be a big game, a big victory for whichever team wins this game. Nakita natin yung strong drive ni David going to the middle and he will be rewarded with a bonus. But going back to Maris's report, talagang hindi ka pwede makipagsabayan on offense. No? It's easy to score the basket, especially if you move the ball well. Pero yung depensa talaga is just always going to be a matter of effort. And for PCU, mukhang humihigpit yung depensa nila here in the fourth.
Kaya may mga coaches na sa practice ini-emphasize talaga yung defense. Much longer hours as Tolentino will score from long distance.
And
cutting down the lead to 4 now. Hunters with a run. Lieva. Biglang nagbago yung complexion ng game nung lumabas si Pascua. Solomon is foul. Basketball count.
Well, that is a big basket. Pamatay sunog yun. And a momentum shifter for Solomon. That's what I was saying earlier. He's a foreign student athlete who can put that ball on the floor. No, you can trust him to dribble that basketball. And that time inatake niya yung depensa nito ni Adams. And even though itong si Marzano was there to help, it was a little too late. Natira na ni Solomon yung bola, getting that friendly bounce.
6 points now for Itam Solomon. 9 rebounds and 2 assists. All eyes are on Itam Solomon, his first trip to the free throw line. The lead is 7 points for the Dolphins. Now time not on the side anymore of the Hunters. Approaching the 5-minute mark of the fourth quarter. You're watching the last game of the elimination round. 3, that's good. David from downtown.
And it couldn't have come at a better time with PCU threatening to pull away with a 7-point lead. 4 points na lang, hinahabol ng Hunters.
All is on Adams. Pasqua again will score. Look at that.
Great use.
Galing bench yun ha. Pagpasok, biglang score eh.
Mainit pa din, Coach Sandy, itong si
Iba,
Pasqua.
kailangan pa ng isa, dalawang tira. Walang warm-up, diretso.
Curling off of that screen as we see here in our replay. Once he got that ball off of the screen, one dribble lang towards the middle. And of course, pag si Adams yung bumabantay, you have to utilize that floater off the glass pa.
Lock and loaded ba? Nakakasa.
Naka-ready na itong si Pasqua.
Ready to fire always, ready to penetrate, ready to score. For the Dolphins, they're up by 6, 69-63.
Very much capable of scoring 30 points or maybe even more today itong si Pasqua.
Pasqua with 27 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist.
And just terrorizing the defense of the New Era Hunters. No answer today para dito kay Pasqua, who has stepped up in the absence of 2 key players for the Dolphins. And what a time for this performance from this young man. Kung kailan talagang kinakailangan nila umangat pa ng konti sa standings for better positioning as we are nearing the playoffs.
Yung mga players nagrereklamo na madulas daw.
Oo, no? Wala yung mop boy natin, so sapatos na lang.
You know, I remember one time in Cebu, we were looking for the mop man. Wala eh. Kasi mop girl pala nandun.
Mop girl pala.
So, sabi ng Barker, then John, mop man. Wala, hindi. Mop man tinawag eh. And the rebound there by Kenneth Obioha. A 7-point lead for the Dolphins. Approaching the 4-minute mark of the fourth quarter. 13 of the 24. Kenneth Obioha outside. Shot clock at 7. Kenneth for 2. Way off the target.
Usually loves those mid-range jumpers, pero medyo under time pressure siya in that instance as the shot clock was winding down.
David not using the screen. He gives it to Adams. Adams puts it down. He will go, and he overcooks. PCU. Here they come. Failon with no hesitation for 3. He gets it. He gets his own miss, but he decided to pass that basketball and turn the ball over. Lauzon trying to be creative. He will go to the free throw line.
And now Sevilla in a Basabika checking back in for New Era.
David not able to score. That's Lauron not able to score at the line. So, ikaw yung naghahabol with 3:48 to go. Malas pa kayo sa free throw. So, dalawang sunod-sunod yan. Kay Adams kanina, 3 yun.
That's right, Coach Sandy. Especially pag ganito kadikit yung laban, no? Every free throw will count.
Oops, yung score natin. (70-63). PCU basketball.
For PCU, no, they can't be complacent. It's a 7-point lead, still a lot of time. You can't allow New Era to get back into this ball game, so you have to execute properly. And you cannot afford to relax. So for New Era naman, di nyo rin kailangan madaliin. No? You don't have to get the lead back right away. Unti-untiin nyo lang, just get defensive stops, and on the other end, try to execute better on offense, especially yung turnovers nila. You have to limit that here in the final minutes of this ball game. They've had one too many turnovers already. Yun na nga ina-address nila, Coach, especially during that halftime break. They've been giving the ball away to PCU a little too much here today. And those extra possessions na talagang sinusulit ng PCU.
3 minutes and 48 remaining dito sa ating laro. Unang game natin dito sa Victoria Sports Tower sa City of Quezon. Solomon. .319 to go. David 4-2. Way off the target, bothered by the presence of his defender. It's a travel. Yung dinidiscuss kanina.
Coach Sandy, no? Lawson. Yung point guards nitong New Era, no? Sila pa yung medyo napaparami yung traveling or yung turnovers here in this ball game. Very uncharacteristic.
.13 remaining in the shot clock. DHO. Shot clock at 7. Solomon providing the screen. And Usher not using it. Ball taken away. And the ball goes out of bounds. A turnover committed by Malyabo. 2:32 to go.
PCU can try to utilize their shot clock a little bit more. Kung ang New Era, hindi naman kailangan magmadali para habulin itong kalamangan ng PCU. For PCU, hindi rin nila kailangan magmadali even though they had opportunities to score. Talagang kailangan medyo ubusin nila yung oras.
Nablo from downtown.
Nablo not having the best day offensively. He's had his fair share of turnovers as well. But what a timely three-pointer from him. That just goes to show his maturity even though he hasn't been playing well. Alam niya kung gaano ka-importante itong larong to.
Filon into the cutting teammate. Solomon momentarily open there. Pasqua from far away. Ikam Solomon, the offensive rebound. Pasqua driving and he gets fouled inside.
That was an awkward layup coming from Pasqua. Medyo off-timing yung take-off niya doon. But Adams once again caught swiping down at the ball. For someone as tall as him, no, pwedeng hands up na lang. You don't have to jump pa nga if you're going to challenge that shot. But he had his left hand on Pasqua's hip.
(71-66). Nablo brings it across. (4-3). Yes!
Back-to-back three-pointers now for the New Era Hunters. It's only a 3-point lead. The PCU now has to take care of the ball as New Era applies the pressure once again.
Nabasa ni Lauron. Reverse, that's good. A good timeout here for the Dolphins.
Yes, much needed timeout as New Era is threatening a comeback here.
All right, back in a moment. And a comeback here for New Era. Well, we talk about New Era not able to score, but now they're down by only 1 point, Kyle.
That's right, Coach Sandy. Back-to-back three-pointers coming from the New Era Hunters. They were also able to force a turnover in that last possession. Now Dalus caught in no man's land.
Pascua in heavy traffic. Solomon. Oh, Pascua, pinabayaan ni Adams eh. At hindi pa rin nakascore. Pascua with the third serving, and he will score.
And that is just a mental lapse on the part of the Hunters, thinking that they had a shot clock violation already on the Dolphins. But you can't rely on the whistle or the clock, rather, to bail you out. No, you have to get possession of that ball.
Well, Basibika not able to score. Battle for the rebound, and the Dolphins able to get to it. Oh, a bad pass. Lauron. 4-3, no. Sayang ang possession na yun. Empty possession para sa Hunters.
That's right. And
10 seconds to go.
The Dolphins getting defensive stops when it matters most. Multiple chances given to the Hunters in that previous possession. They had 2 or 3 offensive rebounds, but they were not able to convert. Credit the defense of PCU to challenge their shots without fouling. And now itong si Dalus will be tested at the free throw line to possibly ice this ball game and gain that much needed separation in the standings from the Hunters. And he converts on the first. Steady hands coming from Derek Nalus. Probably the most important rebound of this game from Lionel Failon. Missed free throw para kay Dalus, but it was a long rebound and Failon was there at the right place at the right time. And now it will be Austria who will be given 2 shots to extend this lead to 2 possessions if he makes the second free throw. Or it's a 2-possession lead already, but if he makes this one, it'll be a 6-point lead.
Are you gonna miss it or make it? I'd rather make it.
Yes, Coach, no? Kahit, even though kahit may timeout pa New Era, you still, as much as possible, dagdagan mo na ng todo yung puntos ng team mo.
Well, it's been a very close ball game. The Dolphins up by 6, 77-71 with 6 seconds. Yeah, 6 seconds remaining dito sa ating ball game. But sabi nga natin kanina palitan lang dito Game of runs.
That's right, Coach Sandy. Talagang for the entire ball game, no team has led by well, double digits or hindi talaga lumalayo. Every time New Era will get the lead, PCU will come right back and vice versa. And nung halftime, 40 all yung score natin, and that showed how close this ball game has been. Itong fourth quarter, dito na lang talaga medyo nakalayo ang PCU, getting defensive stops at the right time. And also yung mental lapses ng New Era, especially on the offensive glass. I recall a few possessions ago, no? Akala nila may shot clock violation na for PCU. Adams was running back on offense pero nakakuha ng offensive rebound si Pascua. And it's those breaks of the game.
Oh, bad pass. I don't know if it's a bad pass or nauna lang tumalon si Adams o masyadong mataas. I don't know.
Oo, parang both. Coach Sandy, no? Medyo nauna yung talon ni Adams. At the same time, mataas nga yung pasa na yun. Medyo malakas din. Kahit gaano katangkat si Adams, it was tough to get that ball. Much deserved victory for the guys in blue.
So, laglag na itong tingnan natin.
And 77-71 victory for the Philippine Christian University Blue Dolphins. It has been a tough back and forth affair between both of these teams. Nothing to be ashamed of if you're New Era, but you do have some things to address as it is back to the drawing board for them. Namely, yung turnover situations nila and yung offensive rebounds that they gave up to PCU. Those were
For the meantime, laglag sila sa top 4 pero maglalaro sila sa quarterfinals to enter into the Final Four. May quarterfinals pa tayo sa Friday eh.
Yeah, speaking of New Era, right, Coach?
Oh, it's a New Era yan. So ating final score, 77 for the Dolphins, the Hunters, 71. And our game of the day, we'll turn you over to Maris Victoria. Maris?
I am now with our best player of the game, D'Angelo Pascua. Now, D'Angelo, sabi sa akin ni Coach kanina, maganda parehas ang opensa ng nyo at ng kalaban ninyo. Nagkakatalo lang daw sa defense. So, para sa'yo, what was the biggest challenge?
Ang challenge din po is mahirap po talaga pasukan din yung depensa nila dahil yung import nila talaga napakalaki. So, talagang rim protector yung kanila tapos yung defense nila sa outside. Pero nakakapag-adjust pa rin naman kami kaya nakakawala pa rin.
Now, first half ended with 40 all. Muntikan pa kayo matalo for the last remaining seconds nung fourth quarter. Para sa'yo, anong in-adjust mo para sa performance to finally close the game on a good note?
Nag-adjust lang po ako, nagbigay po ako ng threat na tumira sa mid-range. Kasi alam po nila, puro slash lang ako sa laksa. Kaya nag-adjust po ako sa mid-range.
Alright, ngayon D'Angelo, pagkakataon mo lang magpasalamat o magbumate para sa mga sumusuporta para sa'yo dyan.
Unang-una, nagtitingo po ako kay Lord dahil binigyan niya po yung panalo na to para sa aming team at hindi niya kami pinabayaan. At nagtitingo ako sa mga sumusuporta sa akin, sa family ko, kay Tito Erwin, sa kuya ko, at sa GF ko kay 𝐍𝐀𝐀𝐒𝐒, at sa mga teammate ko. Yan, kilala nila lahat sila. Tapos yung team manager namin na sa Nueva Ecija.
Alright, once again, congratulations D'Angelo Pascua, our best player of the game. Balik sa inyo, Sandy and Kyle.
Thank you very much, Maris Victoria, and our Spalding Legacy 1000 play of the game.
And we see here that fast break, that one-man fast break coming from our player of the game. Si Pascua using that sidestep towards the middle, hitting that tough finger roll over two defenders. It has been a great ball game for him, and that's why he was our player of the game. Once again, 77 rather to 71. Much important victory for the Dolphins, which has propelled them into the semifinals.
All right, in behalf of Maris Victoria and Kyle Sanchez, my name is Sandy Grumo. Up next, we have St. Clair versus Our Lady of Fatima University. It's a good one, Kyle.
Coach Andy, can't wait for the remaining games here today.
We'll be right back with the second game.